Carl told me one time that the most important thing that Aikido offered Judo was the walking kata. And I'm a big fan of the walking kata. And is Greg here?
No, he's not back yet, sir.
I'll just use Kyle. And I paid attention to him and I listened, and I'm a big fan of the walking kata anyway, but the first time this happened, I didn't know what happened, but Greg had developed a really nice shoulder throw. A really good shoulder throw. So we're not going to throw, but as he comes in for a shoulder throw, if I do a goblet step, I'm in a perfect position to do ukigoshi. And so Greg and I were rondoing and playing around, and he just went in for this suinagi, and I didn't know what had happened. I just did a goblet step and caught him with ukigoshi, and he hit the ground and went, "Wow, that was really neat. What was it?" And I said, "Hell, I don't know." So I said, "Do whatever you did again." And so he loaded me up 4 or 5 times, and every time he hit the deck, and it finally dawned on me, I knew the throw was ukigoshi, but I didn't know how I was doing it. Well, I really wasn't doing it. I was just moving, and it happened, because when he came in and I made this step, I automatically want to get my balance back, because in Aikido that's what we do. It's all about posture. So when I got my balance back from this step and came up straight, it bumped his hip here and just knocked him right down. Just knocked his, and it's a half hip throw, just knocked it out from under him. So I started experimenting with different movements in the walk in my judo, just for fun really, and started experimenting a lot. And you'll find that if you really pay attention to that walking kata, it's very, very applicable to anything you're going to do in judo, really. So play around with it, and even if you're going for 3 feet on the line, that's a goblet step. Or if you're going for across the line osoto, that's just the very first step out of the walking kata. So every step in that kata is applicable to judo. So just pick any throw you want and see if you can set up a position. Don't worry about kazushi at all. Just worry about your position and experiment with different steps and see where they take you. And you can do it static or moving. It's better if you're doing it moving, of course. But all kinds of stuff. I mean, the other thing is, because I just now dawned on me, Carl made a whole clinic out of the fact that, in fact, remember when we had the paper on the ground? That if you pre-turn this foot correctly, there's 2 things about it in judo to me. If you step on your heel, your leg's going to be straight, and if there's an accident and they fall on it, your leg's broken. But if you turn that foot and your center goes straight, you will turn. You have no choice. Well, remember the lecture that for every 100 pounds of body weight, at 3 feet a second, you produce nearly 300 foot-pounds of energy? Well, if your center's throwing 300 foot-pounds in there, plus you got arms, that's a lot of energy to deal with. So if no matter what your step is, if this foot's pre-turned and you just pull him straight at you and step forward, you turn. You have no choice. That's just the way God made the universe. So that walking kata can really be invaluable to you in judo if you'll apply it. And just pick a throw and see which of those steps out of that kata are applicable to that. Are you moving forward? Are you moving backwards, sideways, etc.? And just play around with that for a minute and see what it does for you.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Lovely.